Hey folks, okay, in this video I want to go over what I believe I've seen in my lifetime, the 12 greatest Buffalo Sabres ever. Coming up. Okay, before I get this started, shout out goes to Jeffrey G. He asked me to do a top 25. Jeffrey, I'm too old. Sorry. I mean, oh God, 25, my brain will be swimming everywhere. Let's go with 12. Maybe down the season we'll have a big long one and I'll put, because I'm not putting the stats or nothing, guys. I'm just going to put the names and the memories I have each time I put down a name and keep it simple. That way it's not long. And for you folks, why isn't my player there? Hey, look, these are just the 12 I believe for me, and you might not agree with the order, but it is what it is. And it's just for fun, it's just for fun, guys. All right, now let's get started. Number 12. Oh my God, I left my other marker out there. Oh well, we'll use the blue one for today. All right. Number 12. We're going to have to start down here. And it's still writing. Number 12, I got Danny Briere. And I believe he belongs on this list, guys. I really do. He brought us so many fond memories back in 2006. And that team, if you noticed, when they started to gel together, I found him and Timmy were kind of like the heartbeats, but especially Briere was kind of the heartbeat of this team. And yeah, I love Drury as well, don't get me wrong. But there was just something about Briere that drew us all in, you know what I mean? And yes, on this list, it's for me, it's not just regular season. That's too much of a cop-out. It's got to be playoffs too. It's kind of a mixture, okay? So bear with me. Danny Briere, I got as number 12. Just a little fun, guys, since I'm putting up some videos today, I wanted to do this one too, especially Jeffrey asked me the other day, so why not? Number 11, I got Mike Ramsey. For you guys that didn't see him, Mike Ramsey, guys, how can I put it? He was kind of like he was just such a steady defenseman. And he was on the 1980 Olympic, the magical team that beat that big Russian Red Army. And for you folks that didn't know this, just for the record, out here in Canada, we were all rooting for you. We were, believe me. I went crazy when the U.S. won that. I was so thrilled for them. I was so happy for them. And it's tragic. Mike Eruzione never played the NHL. It's tragic. I would have loved to seen that guy's career. I guess a lot of you feel the same, eh? But he said nothing could top it, and he's probably right. To me, it's the greatest upset ever in the history of hockey. I believe that. So Mike Ramsey, yeah, he was kind of like I'm drawing a blank, but I'll come up with it after. My brain's all over the place right now. All right, number 10. Yeah, that 1980 team was just a thing of beauty. Oh my God, man. My heart was racing, you don't know. Number 10, I got Jim Schumfeld. And he was just a beast. Oh God. This guy was crazy. He was just such a steady defenseman. He was intimidating. I think that's the right word, if I guess. You old school fans, maybe you don't agree with that. I don't know. I found he was just so damn intimidating in his prime, It's almost like when he was the captain of our 75 team, it's like nobody had the guts to say, well, we think Gilbert should have it. You know what I mean? Just saying. No, he was a great leader, great memories, and he should be on this list. And number 9. Make sure I spell his name right. God, for years I still have trouble spelling this guy's name. Dave Andreychuk. I guess I could look at him kind of like our Phil Esposito, if that makes sense. This guy was that big guy that you could get in front of the net and he could get the goals in, and he was just a real good goal scorer. And I have a lot of fond memories of Dave Andreychuk back in the 80s scoring big goals on the Habs. I really do, you know. But he should be on this list. And he went on to have just a fantastic, fantastic career. And part of our 83 rebuild, guys, I call it the 83 rebuild. It was a little before, but the 83 rebuild, it was a part of the rebuild. You know, him and some other guys here I'm going to mark that we just, if only, you know, we shouldn't have fired Scotty Bowman. God. Number 8 might surprise you, but I think he should be here. No doubt in my mind. Ryan Miller. And this, for me, is the second greatest goalie in our history. I will always, always thank Ryan Miller for the memories he brought into my life. This guy in 2006 was phenomenal. It was some of the best playoff goaltending we ever had besides Dominic Hasek, was Ryan Miller. Ryan Miller, I had a hard time putting him that low, if you want the truth, you know, but there's just some guys here that I think should get the nod, but again, it's just my list, you know. Ryan Miller belongs in the rafters in Buffalo, folks. Just how I feel. And I hope they retire his number, because they damn well should. Number 7. Rene Robert has to be there. And no, not just because he was on the French Connection. Take a look at his history, folks. This guy scored some of the biggest overtime goals in our history. And he was just part of the greatest, one of the greatest lines I ever seen. I still think it's the greatest line in NHL history. Well, that's just me. I know the numbers don't see it, but my God, they were exciting. God, every time they were on the ice, your heart would race. You know, it was so fun to watch them and hear their names being called as they passed it all over the place. Oh, man. Great memories, eh? Jeez. Okay, number 6. Alexander the Great, Alex Mcgillney, who was like, when he defected, I don't know if you guys remember, but the Soviet Union were so angry. They were so mad. They were saying, we never took Wayne Gretzky from you. That's literally what they said, you know? And that's how highly they thought of this guy when he was a kid. Alex Mcgillney had a fabulous career. And I found it tragic. I don't know if any of you remember, but in the Game 5 in overtime, when they were up 3-1, the Devils, when they were up 3-1 against Dallas, you might remember Game 5 went in overtime, and Mcgillney had a breakaway, and he didn't score. I wanted him to get that, man. I mean, they won the next game, Arnott got the goal, but I wanted Mcgillney to get the goal, you know? But Alexander Mcgillney, I want to thank him for all the memories, you know, and if you look at his numbers that he played in Buffalo, I believe he's .55 goals a game average. So any Canuck fans that I've heard out there saying, oh, he did better on Vancouver. No, sorry, he was .44 on Vancouver. He's .55 on Buffalo. Maybe a little percentage difference, but 20% better on Buffalo. So sorry, Vancouver. He's our boy, not yours. But I enjoyed watching him as a Canuck, for the record. All right, number 5. Just for fun, guys. And memories, you know. God, we're going through shitty times right now, so this is good for all of us, I feel. Phil Housley, the Bobby Orr version of a Buffalo Sabre, you know. This guy could control the game offensively. He didn't shy away from hitting. You know, he was just a great, great player. I remember when we first got him, I went to the Forum. I told you folks in that 83 playoff, and I'll never forget, I was outside the Forum, and when you were outside the Forum back in the day, you could like look in and you could see between the chairs, the practice, and the Sabres were practicing when I went to buy my tickets. That's how easy it was to get tickets back then, imagine. Weird, eh? That now they're sold out in 1 second because of stupid internet. But anyway, so I went to the Forum to get my tickets. And I remember I said, who's on the ice? And the guy said, Buffalo right now is practicing. So I looked, And I see this little redheaded guy, you know, and he was skating fast. Oh, Jesus. It's all funny, eh? That memory never left, you know. Number 4. I can't in good conscience put him lower. I just can't. Danny Gare. Sniper, hard-nosed, worked hard. Clutch goals. 1980. Tied for the lead league in goals. Yeah, I know Mcgillney had the 76 year, but Danny Gare had more 50-goal seasons. Danny Gare's got to go up there, guys. You know, he does. And Danny Gare was just a very special sniper on this team. He was proof back in the 70s. Proof we should have won a Stanley Cup. He's one of those guys. And he scored that big overtime goal against Montreal, so he's staying up there. That's it. Number 3. Rick Martin, who I am sure, I mean, I haven't checked it, but I am positive, had the best shooting percentage in our history. This guy, folks, was kind of a Mike Bossy type goal scorer. You know what I mean? Not as great as Bossy. He wasn't. But Rick Martin was that guy that, you know, you kind of expected 50 goals a year, even if he was going quiet to start the season. You just knew he was going to wind up with 50. And again, you know, Robert to Perron, Perron back to Robert, into Martin, shoots, scores. I mean, you know, like it was just, it was the 10th year anniversary of his passing, eh? I think it was just yesterday, I'm pretty sure. Oh, God. Couldn't believe it's 10 years he's gone. God bless him. Thanks, Rick. Never forget you. God. Number 2. Whoop. Well, nah, I didn't put his whole name. I guess I'll erase it. Hold on. Sorry, guys. It's wrong if I don't put his whole name. I just put his last name, but no, I'll do the whole name. Everybody else has had it, so. Pat Lafontaine. I know he didn't play a long time in Buffalo, but my God, tell me this guy wasn't maybe the most exciting forward in a short span we ever had in our history. You know, I actually remember this guy when he was out here playing in Verdun, okay? And a friend of mine used to play in the Shawinigan team back in the day, and he wound up being on the Habs. I won't mention his name or nothing, but and what happened is Lafontaine, when their season ended, it was against Verdun. Verdun beat them in the final, and it was in Game 6, I believe, and Pat Lafontaine scored in overtime. And I'll never forget asking him, were you on the ice when Lafontaine scored? And I can't remember his answer. You know, my brain, eh? It's weird. Just doesn't work sometimes, folks, I'm telling you. All right. And for number 1, Gilbert Perron, Dominic Hasek. I never said there was rules here. I can put 2. It's just so you know. I can't in good faith put either, guys. I can't. What they both meant to this franchise, I can't. One was a forward, one was a goalie. Greatest goalie ever. Ever. This is the greatest goaltender in NHL history, folks. That's what do you call it? Just so you know. It's I just gave away a video right there. Without a doubt, Dominic Hasek was the best. Sorry, Jersey. Give me a break. If you think Briere was anything like this guy, why wasn't Briere cleaning up the Vezinas when this guy was with an average team? You know, his average shutouts were something like 33 shots against a game, and Patrick Roy and Briere, just for the record, guys, was like 19, 20 shots a game in all their shutouts. Think about it. No doubt. And Perron was the most exciting thing in our history. I mean, he just, this guy in the ice. Well, that's what got me into them. It's why I'm here talking to you right now, Gilbert Perron. So in good conscience, I had to put Perreault's name first. You know, I went with the time period. I can't. I just can't. I can't put 1 and 2. I can't. I'll let you guys do that in the notes, and I'll get it. I understand, but you know, but at least I can say I'm right about both. What do you want me to tell you? And that's it, folks. I just wanted to have a little fun with this, you know, bring back some memories. And, oh, wait, we got to put one more name there for the younger kids that don't know him. And let me make sure I marked him down. Did I mark him down? Oh, let me see if I got him. My goodness. Oh, I lost my spot, didn't I? Anyway, I'll put him down here. Yeah, he has to be number 13. You young kids that haven't seen him, go check him up. Trevor Sugimoto. You have to check him up. Kids, young guys, girls, go check him up. Go check him up. Phenomenal hockey player in our history, you know. Sugimoto has to go on the board. All right, so you know what? That's it. That's all and look, I get it. There's names on there that, you know, God, I can go on with 10 names. I'm not even going to start because then there'll be a debate about that. I can give you 10 names that I fought with where Briere is, you know, but I had to put Briere. There's just too many damn good memories of him in the playoffs. There's too many, you know, that 06 team and oh God, you know, too many. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed this just for a little fun, guys. And because I got a request too, I wanted to have a little fun with it too, you know, as we went along. But this is where, in my head, pretty much, and this might change eventually as time goes on in my head. Things change. It's weird, eh? Like, I really, really, really hope they consider retiring these numbers eventually. You know, I'll just leave that for now. You know, I'd like to see Andrew Chuck also, Schumfeld, Ramsey. You know, Ramsey was such a solid defenseman. My God. But Ryan Miller, I believe his number should be retired, and even Phil Housley. You know, that's just where I stand. And I don't know if they're ever going to do it. We'll see. Thanks for watching, folks. We'll talk to you later. Have a good one.